The NRM party has over the years developed a thick skin to criticism from members of the opposition over matters governance. But the party that has also had senior members fall out and turn critics has a new sharp critic from within, the publicity secretary of the Historical League, James Magode Ikuya. He accuses the party leadership of failing to create a political culture that enables democracy to flourish.
We do not have variety of ideas really marking our political life. We did hope that when the NRM came to power, we would have released a lot of efforts and organized a lot of energy over our people. As it is, you can see that the thing is rather becoming subdued. People, general lack of activity and indolence in terms of perspective.
Ikuya, a veteran of the NRM struggle, argues that party leaders are no longer working to transform the country.
With the political crisis, it's a part of the collapse of politics. So you need to raise politics first. Politics must be raised, and therefore groups with political ideas must first come and shape up the new situation.
But the Minister for the Presidency, Frank Tumwebaze, who's a latter-day NRM ideologue compared to Ikuya, scoffed at his sentiments, arguing that the party has delivered on its promises to Ugandans.
We have a chronology of achievements, which I believe he can be privy to. My only question to Mzee Magode Ikuya is, what specific issues does he think the leaders of the NRM are not addressing? I have seen all of them who call themselves independent-minded. Why are you taking yourself away from the party and then engaging in blame gaming? Why don't you offer that constructive guidance?
Since 1986, when President Yoweri Museveni shot his way to power, a number of his senior NRM colleagues have fallen out with the party, accusing it of diverting from the original ideals of the struggle. A 2012 audit on the performance of the NRM government by a coalition of civil society organizations showed that the party had made little or no substantive progress on most of the promises in its manifesto. The audit cited deficits in the areas of good governance and deepening of democracy. It's now 2 years since the report was made public, and some Ugandans are raising concern about corruption and the path that the NRM party is taking the country.
It should fight corruption. Corruption has killed NRM.
I could suggest at least they should have the heart of nationalism.
NRM has fallen off the cliff, and it is going to drag everyone in a yellow shirt with it.
Magode Ikuya also has a bone to pick with the NRM Parliamentary Caucus for the resolution it passed in Chankwanzi district in February this year. The MPs endorsed President Museveni as the sole candidate for the 2016 general elections at the National Leadership Institute.
You cannot say and tell people beforehand that the position of his candidature must not be debated, because that question has not come to any organs of the NRM anywhere. We don't. So this is why that question I described once as a circus.
To him it may be a circus, but he doesn't know why we moved it. We have our own justification.
Could you explain that justification?
Oh my God, we gave it in Chankwanzi. We support longevity, we support continuity, and we support the idea that for parties to deliver on their manifestos, they must have candidates that are winners. So we believe President Museveni is our winning candidate. By the way, the Chankwanzi resolution was exaggerated, actually misinterpreted. We did not decree we did not decree that thou shalt never be able to contest. We said that for purposes of our party cohesion, okay, our candidate is President Museveni, and we shall recommend him to the other organs.
We caught up with the mover of the Chankwanzi resolution, the Northern Uganda Youth MP, Evelyn Anite. She says it was the best thing for the country, but the elderly historical disagrees.
doesn't understand the genesis of this resolution. But as the move of the resolution, I want to tell you, it was actually a blessing for the party, because now we clearly know who is our candidate. There was a lot of rumor mongering that His Excellency, the President, was not going to stand. There was a lot of rumor mongering about so many other people who are going to stand in the party. And this was starting to cause a lot of tension in the party, hence leading to lack of party cohesion.
That's not an issue for a team that is winning or intends to win. You don't get matches by asking so and so must be the one to play. No, the issue is what game do we want to play?
The NRM party began laying ground for the president's 2016 campaign by dishing out 4 million shillings to over 200 of its MPs to popularize the president's candidacy following the Chankwanzi resolution. I asked the minister for the presidency whether that was a prudent way to spend party funds.
When Besigye and Mugishamuntu are moving and Nyirinji, are they using paper bags to move around? Or money is talked about when it's NRM? You see, you must know why NRM is very transparent. Okay? When we are going to the sub-counties and we've been given money from our party, we must publicize it for all to know, so that nobody diverts the money.
For now, the political landscape looks set to witness more cash handouts from politicians seeking to win votes in 2016. The 2011 NRM manifesto has grand plans of transforming this country by stimulating productivity in the agriculture, industry and service sector. But a number of people we spoke to here in the city say that has all been overshadowed by political maneuvers, by leaders at all levels who are bent on retaining positions. And that, of course, comes at the expense to the ordinary people. Ocamringa, NTV, Kampala.